I'm making a quick update video on the Rut Manufacturing brush cutter Terminator series. I've put probably 20 hours in the cutter. I think I've brush cut maybe 6-7 acres with it. Pretty big thick stuff. It's done a really good job as far as cutting goes. One issue I have had is this. Got a big old crack right here. I just welded up, and the reason it cracked, this whole side was bent out where it's sucking in maybe 5-inch debris. It's actually wedging it between the blade and the wall, and it bent this whole side right here over that way. I took my excavator and bent it back, put a weld on it, but when you're cutting big material, if it sucks it in, it's wedging it against that wall, it's pushing it over and kind of bending it, which ain't that big a deal. I mean, that's part of it. It's big stuff. But one problem I have with this cutter that I'm not happy with at all is their blade carrier design does not have anything here to deflect vines or barbed wire or anything like that getting sucked into this hub. It needs something there to catch material. I've already pulled this blade carrier off once. It was wrapped up in vines. You couldn't even see it. They were down and under this collar. There's a collar right there. I don't know if I can move it and you see it or not. Yeah, this whole thing spins like this on a hub. Behind that collar, it got a bunch of vines built up, and luckily I reached my finger over that and felt them. Had to pull the whole entire blade carrier off, which is extremely heavy, with just maybe 2 hours of use, and clean that hub up, which it got into the seal a little bit, but the seal is not leaking. But it did have a vine running against it and kind of boogered it a little bit, but it's not bad. But here we go again. Now it's got vines stuck in it all over again. And I mean, it's like, yeah, you can check it every 30 minutes, whatever, but once they get stuck in there, your only option to get them out is pulling the whole freaking blade carrier. All they got to do is weld some pegs off of that or something that come up to the top of this, where when something goes in, it'll wrap around that carrier instead of getting sucked in and going behind that. Wouldn't take nothing major to fix that, to catch something. I mean, that needs to be addressed. This is ridiculous. But anyway, I've looked at other brands, and there's one or two that does have something there to catch material when it gets sucked in. Why they did not put nothing on here, I don't know, but it needs something badly. But anyway, I'm going to try to get this vine out. If I can't get it out, we're going to have to pull the dang blade carrier again, and I'm going to try to weld something on here to catch the vines or barbed wire or anything get sucked in. I mean, it's one of them deals. If it starts to get wrapped around this carrier and sucks it in, it just winds it up. And I do not want to have to put a seal in this thing. But anyway, that's my update on the Rut brush cutter. I'm going to try to figure something out to fix that flaw. But other than that, like I said, it's heavy duty. It's done a great job. I would still purchase the cutter. I think in this price range is around $4,000. I think it's the best bang for your buck as far as build quality and what it'll do. I mean, it cuts really good, as you can see in some other videos. But anyway, we'll try to fix that little thing. I mean, nothing's perfect. It's one of them deals. They're getting better as they come along, but that's, I mean, if they just address that issue, I wouldn't have any complaints about this cutter at all. That's a big deal having to pull that blade carrier off. But anyway, thanks for watching.